What is up, guys? Welcome back to another trade recap. Today, a big W, bro, plus 492 dollars. Um, made back all the losses from last month, right? So let's check out February. February is where I started with this evaluation account. We had two okay wins, and then we lost one, two, three, four, five, six times like big losses. And we ended the month with, I think, around minus $400, if I'm correct. And now in this month, two winning days, one break even day. Actually, I didn't do a trade recap for yesterday. No, I didn't do a trade recap for Friday. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna go quickly over the trade on Friday. Basically, pretty simple on Friday. It was actually a revenge trade which I took, right? So usually I just take one trade per day, and that's it. Then the account locks itself, right? But on that day, I I was so what's it called convinced by my bias that I was like, I need to re-enter this trade. Like, it's such a good trade. Why wouldn't I re-enter the trade? And I was right, right? So it wasn't really fully a revenge trade. I was like really convinced of that trade. I don't know. I mean, it was still kind of wrong what I did. I should have just probably left it. But let's look at the situation. My strategy, for like everybody who doesn't know it, like, bro, no one knows this. No one watches my videos. I get like 10 views or something. Not even 10 views. Basically, I wait for a liquidity sweep, or for price to go into a high time frame confluence. Right? Most of the time, it is just a liquidity sweep of London lows, London highs, something like that. Then I wait for a S&P divergence to be created off of like Nasdaq and ES reacting to that high time frame confluence or that liquidity sweep. And after that, it's just basic, like, go down into the 1 minute, 2 minute, and then uh, find low time frame confluences and enter the trade, right? So what happened on Friday was pretty simple. We got the we got the liquidity sweep, we got the SMT divergence, right? So Nasdaq swept the low and ES swept the low and Nasdaq didn't, right? So bullish SMT. Then I zoomed in into the 1 minute chart and found this 2 minute fair value. So I went to the 2 minute chart actually, found this 2 minute fair value gap. Yeah, 2 minute fair value gap. This got inversed, and this is right where I entered, right? So I entered right after we inversed this gap. And that was kind of the mistake. If I waited for a retrace into the gap and then entered, it would have been a W trade, like a W day. But what the fuck was that? Did something just okay, forget it. But I entered right after the inverse of this fair value gap, which was the mistake because I didn't have enough low time frame confluence, right? So this was the mistake on Friday. Then we got stopped out, and that was the point where by stopping me out, we filled the inverse fair value gap, the 2 minute inverse fair value gap, and then I should have entered right here. Like, after this candle, I should have theoretically entered. But I was thinking to myself, like, no, is this really the right choice? Should I really enter the trade right here? And then I was like, okay, fuck it. I'm just gonna do it, right? So like, after this trade, after this red what's it called? After this red candle, I just waited for another bullish close, and I entered right away. Stops below this low, and then take profit at these highs right here, which got hit. So I was at break even for the day again. So minus $30, which is like I risk around 150 to 100 to $200, something like that. So minus $30 is kind of like break even. Now, that was a trade on Friday. Quickly went over it because I wasn't able to do a trade recap. Now, today's trade, bro, perfect trade. Like, it was exactly what I wanted market to do. It was beautiful. Like, literally, like, I think everybody took this fucking trade. What did we see on the higher time frames? Let's go on the 50 minute. I think that's pretty okay. We had a weekly gap created. So from Friday's close to Monday's opening, which is today, we created a gap, right? And this was on Nasdaq and ES tapped into it a little bit and then retraced off of that before market open on New York session. But I kind of like was like, okay, it's all right. What happened then this is the important part. Before market opened, we created a SMT direct. No, we didn't. This was after market open, right? So yeah, basically weekly gap on both of them. I was like, okay, we definitely gonna go up. So bullish should be the bias if we take out these lows first. So if we take out some lows, we can take a long up here, right? This is what happened right here. But if we take out the highs first and create some kind of SMT and also tap into weekly gap, I'm going to definitely go short and target some lows right here, these lows right here, which I also did. Now, zoomed into the 1 minute, pretty simple. Just waited for more confidence. So London highs got swept, SMT divergence was created. Let me actually show you guys proof that I took the trade. That you've seen this, and you can see $496. This is without the fees, and then right here, bang, short trade. First take profit was $170 plus, and second take profit was $320 plus. Now, what was I? So SMT was created, liquidity sweep of London highs, and then we tapped into the weekly gap. And after that, I just needed one or two more confluences, not much, which we got with this candle right here. What did we get? We get a change of character, which you can see right here, bang, change of character. And then we also disrespected this 3 minute fair value gap, so this turned into inverse fair value gap. And then I entered right here. So my entry was bang. Let me put this right here. It was still on this candle on this candle. So bang, and then it looked like this and this. Perfect. Yes, sir. And that's what the trade looked like. Stop loss was set above the 3 minute fair value gap, and you can see market actually retraced here and nearly hit my stop loss, but it wasn't hit. So like perfect. And then I guess I could have waited for the fair value gap to be filled first, but because we got the change of character, I was like, let me just enter right here. If I waited for the fair value gap to be filled, it would have looked something like this probably. So yeah, like, but that was enough for me. Like the change of character in the 3 minute fair value gap, which got disrespected, was enough for me. And then first take profit was set at these lows right here. This was the point where I put my stop loss behind entry and then also took half of the position, like I closed half of the position. And then second take profit was at these lows right here. And these were the high time frame lows, right? Because the next lows would have been around here somewhere. Second take profit right there, 4.3 risk to reward ratio. And the first take profit, let's see, let me put this right here so I know it. And then TP 2.29. So first take profit was at 2.28 risk to reward ratio, and the second one was at 4.3, around 4.3 risk to reward. So the average risk to reward is around like, I guess like 3.2, something like that is the average risk to reward ratio. And as you can see, I made $496. I think I risked around $150, which would be like double. Yeah, it will be something like that, around $150. And yeah, that's basically it, bro. Perfect trade, clean trade. Really love this one. Looked beautiful. And as you can see, after we swept all these lows, we actually create a bullish SMT divergence, and this could be the second, like the long trade that I would have possibly took if we didn't get this set up. I would have probably waited for this to show up and then targeted the weekly gap and like these highs right here, something like that. So yeah, perfect trade, bro. Really happy with this one. Let's see how tomorrow goes. I don't know if I will trade tomorrow. I will probably try to trade, but I need to stay like locked in because always after big wins, like after this big win, I kind of like I wasn't really emotional on the next day. I don't know, it's just like a weird feeling that always when I win big that I lose the next day because like I'm like hyped up or something. So yeah, closing the day with like $10 up on the account. Pretty okay. We made back all the losses from last month. Perfect. Really happy with that. So yeah, see you guys in the next one. So which is tomorrow. Peace out. Bye bye.